Hi everyone. So I wanted to make a video today, kind of very relevant in this kind of new world we live in finding meaning during a time of AI. So I think it's so important to find what brings meaning to you, uh, and start finding that now, if you will, and put yourself in a vacuum. Don't worry about work. Don't worry about what other people think, and try to think, what are the things that bring me joy in everyday life? What are the things that doesn't feel like working? And those could be hobbies. Those can be things that, it can be exercise. It can be the outdoors. It can be hanging out with people. I think in the world of AI, and I think there's a very strong likelihood based on the things I saw in the workplace and in doing a lot of reading and listening and thinking. I think a lot of jobs are going to get disrupted soon. And I think we're going to live in a very different society. And I'm not really thinking of the financial side in this one, but I'm thinking more of the life meaning side on this. I think it's going to be important for people to find meaning in everyday life, when a lot of the things that they used to do to produce value can now be done for much cheaper by AI and machines. And I'd start thinking about that now, while you do have a job, if you have one, if you will. So I actually started thinking about this a long time ago, but for me to do that, what I did was I did a lot of experimentation. I've tried a lot of things in my life. I've done a lot of travel. I've tried many different kind of art. I've played a lot of sports. I've met people from different cultures, and there are a couple things that really stuck, and one of those for me is music. And I can spend all day, every day playing music, and thinking about music and thinking about technique, etc. And even with the idea that, yes, it's true, AI may be producing a lot of music. It already is, right? And maybe a lot of it better than, writing better music than a lot of musicians out there. Now, for me, unfortunately, we have things like auto tune and other things that I think take the humanity out of music. But none of that, all that goes out of the window when I pick up my violin, my fiddle, and I start playing. None of that matters for me. Just learning about music, thinking about it, playing it, expressing myself. Um, I love doing that, and it made me wake up early before work. It made me, um, uh, I thought about it during work. I listened to music during work, and then when I came home, I started practicing again. And now that I have a lot more freedom than I did when I had 9 to 5, now I really get to spend my time doing it. But boy, am I glad that I thought about it for the many years beforehand. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of share a little bit, a little nudge to anyone listening. Really start thinking now. I think the world's going to look very different in the next few years. Um, and think, wow, if I did have the time, what would bring me joy? And if I'm not sure, just start trying different things after work. And learn a new language, even though that may be less important in the future. Learn an instrument, learn art, even if you feel that art can be made easily online. And don't worry about creating value for this part of your day. I'd say just focus on what brings you joy. I think in the future, whether it's through the fire movement or whether it's just the way the world goes, these are things they're gonna be very, very important for you in the future. So, all right, those are my quick thoughts for today, for Thursday.